Good evening, everyone. Let me share my screen. So my audio is fine, right, today? Uh, so okay. So today what we will be doing is the similar like uh, the coding of this Hangman game. So yesterday what we have done. So we have actually played the game and then we have written step by step what exactly it is doing. Like once we start this uh, game in the website, so it will ask user to start and then computer will choose a word and then computer will display number of letters in the word blanks. So ask the user to guess and then check the user if input is matching with any of the letter. So these are the steps what we have written after playing the game, and then we have created a flow chart, the similar flow chart what we have created yesterday. Like if you see start and then generate random word. Yeah, start it should be over. And then generate as many blanks as number of letters in the word. So and we will ask the user to guess the letter, and then if the letter is in uh, I meant to say in the computer chosen word, we will fill that. Otherwise, we will lose a life. And then this uh, this is the whole loop. It runs, and then once any of this condition got success, either the word got filled or uh, user run out of lives, the game will be over. So yeah, we have few inputs like some hints. So instead of doing everything in once, we can create another Python file and then we can import that list or whatever the ASCII arts from that file into the main Python file. So yeah, for let me start. Okay, I will be using Tony, or we can use. I have already coded, but okay. Let me start from again. If not, yeah. So what I want to say? Yeah, we will ask Bard as well if it is can give write write me a Python code for Hangman game using ASCII arts. So let's see how it is doing. So it has given multiple codes. So it has use and functions. Yeah. So we can try multiple things, but let's try to code it in the flowchart way. So the first thing what we have to create, user will start the game, computer will choose a word. But before computer choose a word, we should that's my language to Python. So computer should have some words to choose, right? So it's not like we are saying the program choose whatever you want. We will be defining that words. So it's like a word list equal to. So we will be taking fruits somewhere. Let me go back to bird. Let me take this. So we have defined the word list from which computer will choose. So but for computer to choose, we should have there is import random. Like random is the function where the computer choose any one of the word from this list. So how we will be doing that? We will take another variable, choose an word, choose an by computer, let's say, equal to random dot choice is the function we use. So let's see how it is working or not. So I will be saving. So now let me run. So here, whatever we will be doing in this, I'm just in this course, like in the program what we are writing, we will use all the concepts what we have learned so far. So now it's like Python. It has chosen banana. If I run again, it has chosen orange. So it is working fine. It is choosing randomly. So now, but user should not see this input. So if I go back to my flowchart, so create generate a random word. So we have completed this first step, and then we will be going to the next step. So here what we will be doing, generate as many blanks as the letter in the word. So here what we will do, we will just define display word equal to an empty list. Now what we will do is like we know before that we will check choosing word length, length equal to length of. So this is the function what we have already used. Len length is how many words are there, how many letters are there. It will give us the output that many letters in int. So how we will be doing is like we will be creating a display word function, display word empty list, and then we will be using a for loop for letter in range of. So if I give directly this, so it's like it will start from 0 to this. If odd is chosen, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it will run from 0 to 4. So, but even the list index also start from 0 to 4. So that's why we will be using the range function. Even you use directly like uh, chosen word by computer, even this will work. Uh, but better to use this for easy accessing. So if okay, we will see both. So now we will do display word plus equal to, we will give us blank, and then print display word. So now if I run the code, so it has chosen orange. If you see ORANGE, so we are displaying the directory list, but instead of directly displaying like this, if we want to display it in a string fashion, so how we will be doing that? So so what we have did, we have taken the length of that word chosen, and then we have used the range function, so it will loop from 0 to like this word up to this length. Like if it is 5, it will loop 5, and if it is 6, if it is still loop through 6. Now if we want to directly I meant to say directly convert a list to a string, we can directly do that by using join dot join. What we will ask again, list elements Python to string. Right. What's happened? Okay, so it's like yeah, we will be using the same. So now display string. So because it's already this we are giving as strings, we don't need explicitly convert. blank. Here we are actually joining with space, so every blank will have having will be a space. Let's again run it. So here instead of displaying list format, we have displayed with string format. So if you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, ORANGE. So if I run the code again, so strawberry. Yeah, but we won't be displaying now. Now we have coded these two steps. Then we will going to ask for user for a guess. So, so there will be input function for user to enter. So what we will guess the return the computer choose a node. So and again we should storing it in some variable, right? So I am storing it in guess. And now we have to now user will guess some up to A to Z. He will guess any one of the letter, and then we have to check now the conditions comes. So now we have asked up to here. Now the next is like the conditioning statement, is the guessed word in the word or not. So how we will be doing is like we should check for every digit, right? So every position. So if A is matching in the first position or not, if B is matching, or if it is apple, if it is matching or not. So for that what we will do, we will write a for position in again we will using range of word length. So I am so here once again what I am doing is the position is the range, like if it starts from 0 to a word length, so it's like if it is 4, the position is like the word's position of 0, like if it is apple, apple of 0 will give me A, the word A. So So to check for every position, so we are actually writing a for loop. So and then if guess equal to letter, now we have got up to this condition. If guess the order, replace the blank with the letter. So now what we have to replace? We have to replace this word like display word. So display word with, so display word of position. I think with letter, right? Okay, guess letter. Let's see if this is correct or not. Let me go back to this. What exactly they are doing? Guess a letter, invalid guess. Yeah. So it's like only for okay. Let me think. Dot append is equal to the same thing. Uh, okay. Now print display word. So as of now, we are just running for only one time. So I know the word like apple it is. So I will guess P. So it has not replaced because it has run only for one loop. So if I can run that because it has run for, it should write something wrong. Okay, maybe I am not position. Okay, let me check. So what I have written before. Okay, and so okay, we are not incrementing. We are replacing it. The position of this with this letter. So either it will be letter or guess both will work fine. So let me try again. So grape it has. So I am okay. Oh, sorry. So I am just giving letter, right? Letter is somewhere here, not. E. So if you see, it has replaced the now the blank with E. Similarly, if I run again, G, A. So it has replaced all the words with A. So just for testing purpose, we are actually displaying this, but when we code it, we don't display it. So now where it is, where we have got, we are actually going here, and but it is not going in the while loop, right? So it's like it is not asking the user to again give the user input. So until unless all the blanks are filled, the program should ask the user for the input. So how we will be doing that? So we will be using an one variable again, end of program equal to false. So now what we will do, while end of program. So until unless the end of program is false, this will continue to run. So so here indentation is very important. So now we have to ask for user input also inside the loop only. So but if we run like this, it will go into an infinite loop, right? The program goes on asking, even if it is uh, done with the execution. Like all the blanks got filled also, it will go into, because this condition is getting satisfied while end of the loop means it is false. Until unless the end of the program is changed to true, then only this will end. So what we will do, so what we can do is, if blank not in, so here we are actually using display in operator. So it's like we will be checking in the list if this is not there, the blank whatever we defined here, if everything got filled, then sorry, if everything got filled, then we will be saying okay, the end of program is uh, done. So it's like we will be changing end of the program to true. So but we will be displaying it here. Maybe we will check where we have to display. Now let me run. So here we are not considering the this loop, like we are considering only this side loop, like left hand side loop only we are considering. We are not considering the lives. Sorry. So yeah, now what happened while end of the program? Okay, while not end of the program, I think while not end of the program, so it's okay. So until it is true, okay, it goes on. We run it again. Oh, I think better we display it here. G. It should display correctly. Somehow it is not displaying. Yeah. Sorry, because the print statement should be inside. Only once we displayed everything, it should be inside. But I'm just checking why it's not displaying display word. So for even if you are giving correct, I meant to say correctly. So it is working fine, but the first if we are choosing the first letter correctly, it is not displaying correctly. Let me go back. Okay, let me run this code also. It happened. Let me run this code. Okay. So actually I have imported. Okay. Okay. So so this is working fine. Not sure why it is. Okay. So we are doing the same thing, but somehow there is some issue with my code. Is this the issue? Not sure. Can we run it? Okay. Yes, the letter I am guessing A. So it is not for the first club. It is not. going. Maybe we need to check why it is not going, because I haven't not seen any issues uh, in the course of time. Like if you see here, the same for position in the range of word length, what we defined, the same thing we have got it like. So we have taken the letter using the position from the chosen word. And then if letter equal to guess, uh, so this is one side of the code what we have did like here. Now if we come to this side, so like the similar problem what we will be facing is, so in the same for loop we will be writing, not sorry, not in same for loop, if guess not equal to operator, this is not equal to operator, not equal to, or we can not in chosen word by computer lives minus equal to 1. So we haven't defined lives, but we can define it before the while loop. So generally it will be 6 lives. So what we have defined here, sorry, it's 10:50. It is so in the interest of time, just I'm going back to my already written code. So it's similar to this. I meant to say. Uh, so as of now, what we have written, so up to one side of the loop we have written. So the next side of loop now we are returning if user is wrong. Like I meant to say, if I go back to my, so if user is not corrected, guess the correct letter. So now this will go into this side, right side my loop. So if we see it's not in chosen word, then it's like so you guessed that's not in the word, you lose a life. So the decrement operator we are using, but again we have to check if the lives got over or not, right? So here we will check if they are like all the lives got completed or not. So it's the life should come to 0. So so now it's like again we will be writing nested if condition. So if lives equal to 0, what we will be doing? We will be doing this thing, end of the program. We will end the program by saying print yellows. So again, so I'm trying to check. Yeah, maybe this is not correct uh, at the correct location, or that's why it's failing. So if you see, it's like so after six retries, it got completed. So here we will be saying like multiple print statements what we are using like in the same. So if again I go back to this, so here we are checking whether the lives got over. So we will be informing the user. So you haven't got like you are not guessed that correctly. So that's the print statement what we are using. So guess what the letter they have given. So here the same the string I meant to say what are the string uh, we have used uh, that method like a dot join. So directly instead of using for loop, we can directly use this kind of syntax also. It will work fine. Like dot join display, it's like all the letters will be joined by spaces. So it is under. Okay. So here what we will be using is like because everything in lower only, we are not. So if you see everything in lower, so we will be using dot lower. So it's like lower function. What it will do? Okay, sorry. So yeah, because of this, actually I am giving two input guesses. That's why. Sorry, sorry, sorry. So I have commented it out now outside. That's why I am. There is some confusion. So don't worry. Yeah. So now I commented this out, and my our program also should work perfectly fine. Now if I display is not defined. Okay. Sorry. I'm going to say print display word, and then I will be doing the display word also. So I am doing the both list and string. Oh, so orange. So I will give R. So it is displaying both the strings. If you see now, R A G N W orange. So yeah. So it's like our code is working perfectly fine, but uh, we have to give the few checks, right? Because if user is again giving the same like a multiple times, and it's like it will go into infinite loop again. So if they go on pressing without if we want decrease the lives, then it again a problem. So we should be informing user you already guessed the same thing. So what we will be doing? So here we will be checking if user has guessed already, because we are already replacing the if the word guessed by user in the list what we are displaying. So we are checking the whether user is giving the same input multiple times, and that we will be checking. And then what we will be doing, yeah, here also print statement. So we will be saying our guess is not correct, and you will be lose a life. So if we so this will work fine, perfectly fine without any ASCII arts. So yeah, so now and so just I want to lose. I'm not giving. So it is perfectly fine. So yeah. So remove the unnecessary print statements. So here this is not required. This is not required. So this is simple without any ASCII arts program. So what exactly we will be doing in the ASCII arts, right? So we will be taking multiple, I meant to say, maybe you can give your own set of list. Maybe it's like 200 words of list. Here we have, and then in the arts, we are defining two lists like stages what we already defined for rock paper scissors. Similarly we are defining here, so you can go to the ascii.org to get this ASCII arts and just copy paste. For logo also you can just copy paste, and it should be in triple quotes. So that's it. So how we will be doing is, so we will be importing, so it's like the similar kind of stuff we did already. So from the Hangman or so from math it's like import square root. Similarly from Hangman odd, so it's like the Python file. So the prerequisite is like all these files should be under the same project folder. So you have to create another folder, something like Hangman. Only you can access this all that whatever the I meant to say lists or any functions you have defined from one Python file to another Python file, you can access it only if you have all the files in the same location. So I have created a Hangman folder under the exercise folder. So similarly, I will be checking Hangman art. Now just print logo. So and again I am just like commenting this out without this. So now it will choose the words from that list. So it has chosen haphazard. So if it is So now here we haven't included any the again stages. So the last thing we will be including is this. So here we can import add this also, but we can normally the import statements we will be writing it uh, the above. So it's like we are just printing it out the stages of lives. So if it is six, right? So if I go to Hangman art and see, so it's like the first stage is like six, like so one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Seven, right? Okay, it's zero, one, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah. So it's like at zeroth position we will die like so we are just printing it out. If I again just see the code, what we will be doing, just we are printing print stages of lives. So lives, if we you are guessing it correctly, it is like it will be always six, but if correct wrongly guessed, it will decrease and it will be stages of five. So because we are decreasing it to this this point. So yeah. So if I run it again, the same code. So now T I will um, okay. I haven't imported if you see, right? So there are two things we have to import. So now I am importing from Hangman Art. I imported only logo, but I have not imported stages. So that's why it got failed. So now again, so just I will Q. You guessed Q, that's not in the word. You lose a life. So now G. So now the same. It's if you see the same as key art it is displaying because I guessed it correctly. Yeah. So, yeah, this is a very straightforward and simple way to code. But if you go to the, I meant to say, barred code, so it will have different use cases. So you can just try to understand this use cases also. So if it is like it is showing wrong guesses less than lives, so you can just copy this code and you can just try to figure it out how it is doing the uh, I meant to say code. Wait, it's multiple, right? I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe it's not generated. Okay, so you can just try to solve this out. Maybe yeah. So we have defined a straightforward way, but there are multiple ways. So it's like if user has entered two letters at a time. So I have seen in this code someone has guessed not equal to 1 or is alpha. So they are checking whether the user is in like entering numbers or any other than alphabets, or they are entering multiple, like I have entered TR right now. So that also you can include in the I mean to say in the code what we have written. So it's like more sophisticated uh, coding of game. So similarly, this is already we have written this check. This check we haven't written, but you can include this. So any questions you will be having? So if no questions, we'll be sharing that. Just try to code it using any chart. So this is one of the project you can say, and you can code it in more sophisticated way also. Like maybe you can ask Bard or any other AI tool. It's and again remember the code which is given by AI is not at all correct. You have to debug it. You have to make your own changes, then only it will work. Otherwise, sometimes it will go into infinite loops. Mainly with the while loops, it is very difficult. So, so better we can visualize actually. So again, so if someone has not seen yesterday's, we have actually it's want to say just sorry. So that Tony, whatever we have did yesterday, so you can visualize your code here. So I meant to say very useful for you only. Like okay. So in the because the this is having its own issue. Yeah. So this visualize code don't have this. They are saying it don't have that modules. It is saying because it will have only function modules. Yeah. But in Tony you can debug it also one like line by line also. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I think it's already 10 minutes late. Uh, okay. So if no questions, yeah, I will be stopping recording also.